Welcome to a new SharePoint video, and in this video I want to demonstrate a new solution to embed created apps that you have created, for example here in Copilot, into a SharePoint page. And in my previous video I showed already how you can create apps in Copilot, HTML based apps based, for example, on the list. And I did one example here. I created an interactive dashboard for this list with address data. My prompt is very simple: create an interactive and data-bound dashboard based app to manage the address data in a modern UI, show the address data in a modern style with cards, add a filter option to search for address data entries. And he built this app, and the file is stored here inside the SharePoint library, and I will open the new generated HTML file, and this is the HTML file. So, and I will copy the URL from the address bar, and you see here the main problem is when we embed HTML code that is hosted in a SharePoint library, we have always the page viewer controls here. For example, I go to the page where I want to integrate this small app, and I showed in my last video that we can use the embed SharePoint web part, and we can integrate the HTML page with an iframe. And you see now the page is integrated into the SharePoint page, but we have always this page controls here around the HTML page, and this looks of course not nice. It looks not good integrated in a SharePoint page. To improve the integration possibilities, I wrote a SharePoint app, and this is currently in beta. And with this new SharePoint app, it is possible to integrate these HTML-based apps directly into a SharePoint page without any additional Chrome. And I will show you here an example. My app called HTML App Integrator, and we need two mandatory fields here: the site URL, that is where the HTML page is located, and of course we need the relative path to the HTML file. And I paste it here, and then I click on apply, and you see then the HTML file is loaded and displayed here in the SharePoint page directly. And I do a save as draft. And now you see we have no page viewer elements, controls. This now it's fully integrated into the SharePoint page, and is also fully working. Of course, I can search here, and you see the filtering is working, and I can also click here on buttons, and then the new item page is loaded. So, and in this way it is possible to integrate these apps, or these generated apps with Copilot, into a SharePoint page without any Chromes anymore. And I will publish this app, I think, in the next 2 weeks to the marketplace at Microsoft, and also in a public Git repository.